Camila Giorgi had to put in the hard yards to make the second round at the Miami Open. She spent 3.5 hours on court and played 3 tiebreaks against her fellow big hitter, Kaya Kanepi. She's never gotten past the third round in Miami, but her opponent certainly has. Victoria Azarenka has had plenty of success in Miami, winning the title 3 times. She's also had success overall this season as well, including making the semifinals at the Australian Open. Welcome all to this night session encounter on the grandstand between Azarenka, the twice Grand Slam champion, and Camila Giorgi, who we know has knocked off some very big names over the course of her long career also. Still fairly nice conditions in Miami, although the humidity does get up high, not a lot of the wind to contend with. But even if it is windy, well, we know Giorgi, the way she can strike the ball, those ground strokes really able to cut through the wind. And facing Azarenka, a player who has the second most number of wins among active players, behind Venus Williams. Julie Chenley will be in the chair for this one. Doesn't live not too far away from Miami, does Vika.
Okay, just a few quick reminders for towel boxes. If you take number 1, Vika, number 2 for you. 25 seconds between points, and if you do go for towels, just please keep an extra eye on the time. Apart from 1. Yeah. Apart from that, live ELC, so the close calls will be made automatically. Any questions from your end? No? Alright. WTA or trophy? She chose WTA. Trophy. Receive? Yep, okay, okay, nice. Yeah, good.
Azarenka winning the toss and electing to receive. For this, a second round match between Camila Giorgi and Victoria Azarenka indeed. A lovely setting in Miami, of course. This tournament moving over to this new venue, the Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Dolphins, formerly in Key Biscayne. The winner just going through to the third round. I'm Ravi, but it's great to have alongside Alexandra Delgare, who's had success previously in Miami. She's made the quarterfinals, also a title winner. And I think maybe the first thing I want to ask you, Alex, is talking about how long she had to play, 3.5 hours. How much of a factor do you think that one could be as we look to this section of draw, the winner coming on to face Magdalena? So coming off that long match, could that be a factor? Or, given she's had the day off, will that help a lot?
Hi again, Ravi. Well, normally it should be hard for Camila today to perform at her best, but you never know. She's played first, or she's at tie, right, with the other match, like the longest match of the season. She's had a day off, but usually what happens is you start feeling your legs, they get really heavy. You know, sometimes mentally you might be lacking energy, and you must also consider the fact that she has an opponent who's feeling at home here in Miami. She's playing really well. She's always finding her mojo here, and every single time you play well in a tournament, all those good memories come back to you, and then you always perform well. So we'll have to see. The only thing that might contradict what I'm saying is the fact that Camila is always very energetic. Right? She's always. I never once saw her, being slow forever. So she's just gonna do what Camila does. She's always hitting the ball, always being aggressive, never taking in prisoners. So she's definitely gonna put a fight today. But if you ask me who I think is gonna win, I go on the record of Azarenka more.
Well, she does have the record, obviously, in Miami, overall wins and winning last time. Also, they faced off. We caught a glimpse of the overall record this season for Giorgi, 10-6. That included the title in Merida on the hard courts just a few weeks ago. As for Azarenka, her own campaign, talking about the success that she had at the Australian Open, that was big for 10-6. Also, of course, she has not played a match yet this time around in Miami after having a bye through to the second round. So there have been some really good wins, obviously, for her. And even the losses that she's sustained, been very close to winning. Still, such a difficult bout is Azarenka. Just shows the quality that she has with her tennis, but also the competitive drive that she has when she steps out on the court.
That I always admired about Vika. She has this power of will to go out there, always determined, always seeing that fighting spirit in her. She's a true champion, and she always shows that. Even when she doesn't have her best of days, her core is to always win, to be a champion.
She is the person in the chair, Julie Chenley. Electronic line calling, in case you're unaware. Moving on over, panning over, looking at the skies in Miami. Just a few clouds up above, 25 Celsius. It's been around that temperature the entire day. And the humidity, 62%. The wind, yeah, not too bad for the players, so nothing too harsh for either of the two. This is the second part, of course, of the Sunshine Double. Not many players have achieved that over the previous years, but she has. Vika in 2016, world number 1.
And no more.
She's been able to put together these long streaks. Also in her career, able to go on these runs of matches, take the game completely away from her opponent.
It must feel really good to be in her shoes, knowing you've done so much for the sport. 3 times Grand Slam winner, and then going with the Sunshine Double, and just a few of the men.
Half the advantage in terms of the win probability, 64% to 36% sometimes, so that does shift, obviously, depending.
Oh, look at that.
It's even more beautiful.
Ooh.
Second round match about to start on the grandstand between Giorgi and Azarenka.